So this is a great time to be working in IT and in product development. The technologies, platforms, frameworks needed to enable integrated products and services are available. I strongly believe that information technologies can play a large role differentiating products and services and increasing customer value. I'll be sharing some of our experience over the past few years developing smart connected products. Over the next several minutes, we'll share experience on our first product, the TrueDefender FTI. We'll walk through the customer requirements, our approach, our solution, and we'll wrap up with some observations about the technical and organizational challenges that you will encounter if you develop a smart connected program. So Thermo Fisher Scientific is the world leader in serving science. In the portable analytical instruments business, we are working to bring lab quality analytical instruments directly to the point of need, to give our customers access to reliable, easy to understand, real-time results that help transform the way that they work. Our markets include pharmaceutical, safety and security, and industrial segments. We serve these markets by leveraging several core technologies, including Raman spectroscopy, FTIR, near-infrared, and mobile X-ray fluorescence. So how should we be thinking about product digitization or smart connected products? Investments in products, solutions, automation need to be driven from a product strategy perspective. First, let's think process-centric. By thinking process-centric, we can expand the opportunity space for value creation within our existing customer base, moving from a process node to an entire process flow, or from a product company to a service and solution company. Next, let's think about connectivity and how you can influence these processes, making them more extensible in terms of features and functionality that can be enabled over the internet and easier to support and manage. Also, improve visibility as to how these products are functioning in the field in terms of needing service or their upgrade, these types of elements. Thereby improving the customer experience, increasing productivity across the value chain. So how do we enable products and services that span platforms, applications, websites, and network domains? It's about developing products and services that are designed to work together to create more efficiency and value. Differentiated products and services increase customer value, improve price and margin, and create more significant barriers to entry to competition. Competitors will need to compete on an entire process instead of on hardware alone. Solution providers will be able to innovate more broadly to optimize the entire process, not just the hardware platform. Again, creating more efficiencies and value across the supply chain. We had to think about all of this in the TrueDefender project. The TrueDefender is a handheld FTIR system designed to analyze and identify unknown chemical substances. Users of this instrument often work in dangerous environments. They have to wear protective suits and gloves. They have limited dexterity. They have challenging chemical names to deal with. Using our instruments, they work to identify the threat, communicate it accurately to a field commander that may be around the corner or around the country. In 2010, one of our key customers came to us and asked us to automate two key processes: result notification and reach back support. So what's really happening here, if you look at the graphic, so we have a response kit. Someone has called the police, the fire department, maybe a hazmat team, and they open up their kit, they pull out our instrument, and they maybe have the area cordoned off. They take the instrument, they point it at the substance, they press the button, and they get a response. So in the lower right-hand corner here, they see the result of that scan, and they have to communicate it to this field commander that may be in a command trailer around the corner or at a command center in some other state. So connecting the dots between that result and the field commander can be a challenge. Our approach was to focus on understanding the customer environment, their process, and the different roles and skills involved in this incident. This caused us to rethink, what is the threat? How is it communicated? How do we provide support where it's needed? In this case, the hot zone. We needed to keep it simple, secure, reliable. We can't add complexity. These guys have a difficult job. They already are trained on how to use the instruments. When we add this additional capability, it has to fit into that framework that they already know and feel comfortable with. We wanted to leverage reference architectures and standards where they're available. We want to spend our time developing spectrometers, and providing chemical analysis, not in IT infrastructure. We need to keep it simple, secure, and reliable. The result was a True Defender FTI. Connectivity was provided using an onboard cellular radio. A companion website was established so customer contacts can be created on the web. So the instrument has 4 buttons. They're looking through a mask. It's not practical for them to create email addresses on the instrument itself. Also, the size and weight of the instrument is a critical element in its usability. So we wanted to basically leverage this companion website so all of the contacts and the notifications can be done there, back in their office. When they're in the field, they can focus on their mission. Secure web services were integrated with the website, the instrument, and our remote communications infrastructure to extend this back office capability directly to the instrument in the field. Contacts are synced between the web and the instrument and our back-end databases. Notification requests are processed through remote communications infrastructure, and reachback requests. This is where a result cannot be found with the onboard library, and we basically have to get the data files off that instrument back to our offices and routed to our scientists so that threat can be identified and that can be communicated back to the people that need it. So this is a service that we provide to all of our customers. So together, this brings a new level of servicing capabilities to the True Defender. Chemical ID at the speed you need. The True Defender was our first product. We had to rethink what constitutes the product footprint. So instead of just a hardware component, we now have a website to register contacts. We have back office applications that have to collect data. We have database platforms, process orchestrations, routing this data to the scientist, getting the result back. The hardware also had embedded integrations that now, these are hard dependencies that have to be considered when upgrades are done. So some technical challenges that we had to consider were reconciling these new dependencies and linkages to process and services outside of the core product. Managing change across a broader ecosystem of systems and services. Managing reliability. So not just the hardware, but applications, database, websites, infrastructure, they're supporting this connected process, all need to be resilient, just like the instrument. All need to be managed in terms of change. The backbone of this integration architecture is a service-oriented architecture. Web services that are facing our websites, that are facing our instruments, and are supporting integration with back office systems. Security also needs to be a critical focus in all aspects of design. Traditional firewalls are not adequate for managing connectivity and security. There needs to be gateways for processes themselves, validation, in addition to authentication. Organizationally, working together across non-traditional disciplines is a critical success factor for us. We need to think about organizational challenges, how engineering, marketing, customer support, application support, web development, and IT teams collaborate, develop, and support products in the field, not just for the design, but through life cycle and ongoing support and upgrades. Common requirements management is critical. Common project management, common SQA, including more than just the hardware platform, but these other applications as well. And then shared application development lifecycle tools. So I can't stress strongly enough that managing product development and collaboration across phase gates for the product, across this broader ecosystem, becomes a significant challenge and needs to really be thought through, and you need to have the tools to do that. Working effectively with R&D is also very important. So in our case, we weren't the first place that product development looked to try to add this functionality, but we were the last place. And we were able to address the requirements and really change the paradigm in how we operate. Our approach was to adopt the processes and tools that engineering uses. So we work as a subsection within the R&D team, in addition to doing application development and IT infrastructure. So we work like in electrical, mechanical, embedded software teams. Finally, the decision to adopt smart connected strategy needs to be made at the senior leadership level. So it requires executive support. Because you're working cross-functionally, you have to have the buy-in from all of the functional leaders and the investments from the company at large. Our experience on the True Defender FTI established the infrastructure, processes, development platforms that really have informed, that have really created a foundation for all future products. Thinking process-centric and connected is now an important construct when developing our business strategies and new product roadmaps and services. I hope our experience was useful as you embark on your path towards smart connected products. Thank you.